Subscribe to Film Companion for your film fix. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.
India's first superstar जिन्हें औरतें खून के खत लिखा करती थी. Well, that was the way most people describe Rajesh Khanna to me when I was growing up. On today's episode of Get to Know, I explore the journey of a young boy named Jatin from Girgaon in Mumbai and his rise to becoming India's first superstar. Jatin was the adopted son of his parents' relatives who moved from Lahore to Mumbai in 1935. He schooled at St. Sebastian's Goan High School with his friend Ravi Kapoor, another actor who later changed his name to Jitendra. It is believed that his uncle K.K. Talwar changed Jatin's name to Rajesh when he was just about to enter the film industry. The early 60s were marked with Jatin trying his hand at theatre and dramatics, but it was in 1965 that he got his first break with a talent contest. Organized by United Producers and Filmfare magazine, the All India Talent Contest saw Jatin win over 10,000 contestants. The prize? To play the lead in not one but two films. Aakhri Khat, written and directed by Chetan Anand, and this was also India's official entry to the Oscars in 1967, and Raz, directed by Ravindra Dave and produced by G.P. Sippy. 1969, however, changed the game for Rajesh Khanna. And although there were other releases that year, like Bandhan, Ittefaq and Doli, it was Shakti Samant's Aradhana opposite Sharmila Tagore that catapulted Rajesh Khanna to dizzying heights of fame. What you may not know is that he was a bit apprehensive before signing the film because his story was heroine-oriented. A little coaxing and the carrot of the double role by Shakti Samant tipped the scales in his favor, and the rest, as they say, is history. A popularity that was unseen and unheard of until then for a Hindi film hero. Film critics lavished the word superstar for Rajesh Khanna in their reviews. I quote from Yasir Usman's book on the superstar, which says, Rajesh Khanna combined the best of the trio, Dilip Kumar, Dev Anand and Raj Kapoor, and offered a heady mix of good acting, good looks, charisma and ada. To add to it, the great songs from Mere Sapno Ki Rani to Roop Tera Mastana captured the imagination of audiences all across the country. This mass appeal of Rajesh Khanna gave him a record unbroken to date by any other star. 15 back-to-back super hit films. These were Aradhana, Doli, Bandhan, Ittifaq, Do Raaste, Khamoshi, Safar, The Train, Kati Patang, Sacha Jhoota, आन मिलो सजना, महबूब की बहंदी, छोटी बहू, आनंद एंड हाथी मेरे साथी. सच में जब भगवान देता है तो छप्पर फाड़ के देता है. Could be a phrase that comes to mind, but one can trust the Hindi film industry to be a little more inventive. Here they said, ऊपर आका, नीचे काका. And while I always thought that kaka was the term to describe an elderly uncle, and to be honest, it didn't make sense that people called Rajesh Khanna Kaka when he was a youth icon, I discovered that this was a name that his friends and family gave him while he was still very young. Kaka or Kake, a word used to describe a baby-faced Punjabi boy. Well, now you know. And even though Kaka might have thought that he was the sole reason behind all of these hits, let's be objective about why his films did so well. Of course, he was a bankable star, but let's not forget the many wonderful and often more established heroines who worked alongside him right from the beginning of his career. From Babita to Sharmila Tagore to Mumtaz to Asha Parekh to Wahida Rahman, every actress was paired with the hit machine. It also helped that he worked with the best producers and directors, be it Chetan Anand, Nasir Hussain, Shakti Samant, writers Salim Javed and Rishikesh Mukherjee. Another key element to a Rajesh Khanna hit was the music. And oh man, what music! Right from S.D. Burman's fantastic score in Aradhana to Lakshmikant Pyarelal in Aan Milo Sajna and Hathi Mere Saathi to R.D. Burman in Kati Patang and Amar Prem to Shankar Jaikishan in Andaz, where he had just one song but stole the show, to Salil Chaudhary in Rishikesh Mukherjee's Anand. These soundtracks and songs made a huge impact on the box office success of these films. In fact, you could make a rich playlist with Kishore Kumar, Rajesh Khanna, and the R.D. Burman combo. There's another interesting observation made by social commentator Santosh Desai in Yasir Usman's book about why women were actually so crazy about Kaka. Well, he says, and I quote, his romantic style was based on thoughtful attention that was communicated through gaze rather than touch. Coupled with this, of course, was his inimitable and yet most often mimicked dialogue delivery. When Rajesh Khanna said, "Pushpa, I hate tears," little did he know that we would be saying it in the same andaz in 2021. His co-actor in 8 successful films and neighbor Mumtaz once said, whenever Rajesh Khanna entered a hotel in Madras, there was a queue of 600 girls waiting to see him at midnight. As a result, even I would get some importance because people would ask for my autograph as well. Girls married his photograph, chased his car, a red Impala that drove around Amchi, Mumbai, and even left lipstick marks all over it. Producers and directors would line up outside his hotel where he would be shooting for days. And legend has it that when he was going to shoot for a song, one of the most famous songs from the film Amar Prem, that is Chingari Koi Bhadke, well, originally they wanted to shoot this song at the Howrah Bridge. But of course, the authorities did not give them permission because they were afraid how many people would actually just show up to get a glimpse of their favorite superstar. Well, with permissions not being gotten, the shoot had to be shifted from location to inside a studio. And it is still one of his most memorable songs. In 1973, at the height of his stardom, Rajesh Khanna broke 1 million hearts when he married the then only 15-year-old Dimple Kapadia. He was also 15 years older than her, and she was his fan before becoming an actress in her debut film, Bobby. They had 2 children, Twinkle and Rinki Khanna. Unfortunately, Dimple and Rajesh walked away from the marriage in 1984, after which Dimple surfaced in 1985 with the film Sagar, the first film she signed after Bobby. Well, she actually quit films because Rajesh Khanna did not want her to work in the movies. Incidentally, she won the award for Best Actress for both of these films, which were over a decade apart, the decade of Rajesh Khanna. Film historians often attribute Rajesh Khanna's decline to the successive rise of another superstar, someone who played second fiddle to him even, in films like Namak Haram and Anand. That is Amitabh Bachchan. The truth, however, was that very intoxicating fame and success made Rajesh Khanna quite hard to work with. He became a megalomaniac, suffered from a god complex, and was always late to his shoots. This cost producers a lot of money, and he steadily lost favor with them. Bachchan, on the other hand, was keen, punctual, and had no starry tantrums. The superstar gave way to the angry young man who then became the next superstar. The milieu had changed, but Rajesh Khanna continued to work in films. He did over 185 films over 4 decades, but the 70s were truly the decade of Rajesh Khanna. He entered politics in the 80s and would appear on the news intermittently. There was even a Havells ad where he says his trademark Babu Moshai line that was shot in 2012, shortly before his demise. The day Rajesh Khanna died, Mumbai came to a standstill. His fans took to the streets like no one had ever witnessed before, and this was a reminder of his stardom. Obituaries and kind words poured out of news channels and social media. But in true Anand style, he had left behind a special pre-recorded message to his friends, family, and fans, and which they actually played at his Chautham. In this pre-recorded message, he thanked all of them for the love that they showered on him and also shared how he had become a successful actor without having any godfathers in the industry. Well, as they say, Anand mara nahi, Anand marte nahi. If you'd like a recommendation, I would definitely recommend Hrishikesh Mukherjee's Anand. The dialogues are evergreen and it captures the essence of Rajesh Khanna. If you'd like to read a little bit more about the star, this is a book that I recommend. This is Yasir Usman's, a biography of Rajesh Khanna. It's got a foreword by Salim Khan. It's got some great insider stories from people who were around Rajesh Khanna during his time. And there were so many stories I couldn't possibly fit into this video. This is me, Rohini, signing out. Thank you so much for watching this video. But hey, before you go, don't forget to leave your favorite Rajesh Khanna song as a recommendation under this video in the comments. Until next time, stay safe.